What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 4 of the Lazy Podcast. I am your host, PaxBiz or Paxton, and I have my 3 co-hosts. Andrew, introduce yourself.
Yo, it's Andrew,
Thank you, Andrew the Boogie Man.
Boogie Man.
Noah, introduce yourself.
Fuck you.
Thank you. Jajuan, introduce yourself. Did you hear him scream? I heard him scream.
It was like very whimpered on Discord.
Yeah, Jajuan, for some reason, so Jajuan has a new mic, but it seems to have a little bit of issues right now. So if he just randomly starts cutting off and stuff like that, that's kind of normal for I have noticed. So, yeah, it's been a while since we uploaded. We've had lots of issues going on.
Yeah.
So Noah, you want to explain the issue?
I don't fucking know.
I don't know. Noah's being a good person and wants to fix his sleeping schedule.
Yeah.
I forgot to
But I'm
start.
here.
Yeah, it's almost 2 a.m. right now, so it's going to be nearly 3 a.m. when we finish.
Oh boy.
Holy shit.
Or we can do a 30-minute episode, doesn't matter.
Fuck. I have to get up early in the morning for a chiropractor appointment.
Andrew,
Fix your own back.
Andrew, I don't fucking care.
Break your own back, it's alright.
This is stuff not important to the podcast.
Fuck your bad back, fuck your bad neck. I don't care.
Andrew, get out of the way.
Like, go get hit by a fucking semi.
Sit up straight, fix your posture.
That's something I'm not even doing. Me and Joe are playing Xenoverse 2 right now, so I gotta hunch because I'm a gamer.
Anyways.
So I had a fucked up story at work today.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, fucking. So I was at work. It was around 6. And there's these people bringing this little boy that was just wandering around the parking lot.
Oh, man.
And apparently some lady fucking left their kid left their kid at the store in the parking lot by himself. Who the hell does that? How the hell do you do how?
Here's how: you drop the kid off and you leave.
Like the cops were there. They're like just waiting for the person to come back to get him.
Andrew, do you want to tell us where you work at?
Oh, I work at a grocery store.
Alright, good. That's why you do it. I don't say where I work at. Hardware. Alright, now that people think that he works at Walmart, we're good.
Oh, did I guys ever tell you about the fucking Darth Vader mask? At the beginning of COVID?
No, you never told me about this, and you thought.
So COVID. It was around June, like early June, and COVID just reached our town. And
Wait, stop for a second. Jajuan, I can hear Xenoverse through your mic. I heard Vegeta start talking.
It's alright.
Continue.
Sorry.
So it was like when COVID just reached our town, and one of my coworkers got COVID, and I got quarantined. But the day before I got quarantined, I was working. I was outside grabbing cards. So it was starting to get rainy. I see this dude come in, like this big, tall dude. He's like way taller than even I was. He was, I swear to God, like 6'9" or something. He was really tall, but he had a fucking Darth Vader mask, like a full blown Darth Vader mask on. And like the helmet and everything. I was like, dude, that's fucking awesome. I swear to God, I'm pretty sure he was wearing another mask underneath it, but it was amazing. It was like, you know what? You made my day, sir. I like you.
He's ready for World War IV. Let's go.
And maybe like a few hours later, I was like, oh, I'm quarantined now. Sweet. Basically, I got a 2-week vacation from that. That was nice.
You guys got like quarantine stories, like weird stuff that happened while in quarantine?
Besides my school getting fucked up, nope.
Alright, that's fair. I remember I used to work at Dollar Tree. And there's a time where there's this so people had fights there a lot for the main fact that masks weren't required. Like you weren't required to wear a mask. So there would be people arguing, going like, oh, you should be wearing a mask. But then there's also people arguing back saying you shouldn't be wearing a mask.
Do you know what I love?
They
I love those arguments.
who would?
No, I just love those arguments.
I find them annoying because I just want to do my job and go home. But
Bro,
you
you
know,
sheeple.
like they will literally like just do the argument in the line. I saw this one girl crying over an argument because here's what happened. The lady's husband had COVID a couple weeks ago, so she
Mhm.
has a mask and is trying to distance from everybody.
Fair.
And so she's telling this guy and girl to back away from her. And they are assuming that it's because they don't have masks that they're going to make her sick. No, oh, that one was a little long.
I heard that one.
He'll
I'll
do
do it
his
in my
own
own way. It's even weird because I can hear her in real life too, right next to me. But what she actually wanted was them to stay away because she's not saying she had COVID, but that just in case to not get near her because she doesn't want anyone to get sick. And they kept thinking it meant that they were going to get her sick, and so they took it the whole wrong conversation. And no shit, once they were at my register to scan their stuff, they stopped arguing, and so I'm scanning their stuff. I'm like, you guys have a nice day. They just kept quiet. And I'm like, okay.
Okay.
Oh, that
Like,
reminds me.
Dan, did you break your ankles jumping to conclusions?
And well, it's the lady in the mask wasn't fully in the right because she went to my manager right after, and she was complaining and yelling at my manager, saying that you should kick those people out even though they just left. So there's no use on doing that, and also that they
Kick
should
them out as
require
the
a
league.
mask, which again by law we can't really do that.
Yeah, since we had no at that time. I'm guessing this is time like before we had a state mandate for it, so no business could actually force them to wear a mask.
Oh, I think private businesses could.
Oh yeah, they could, but they would just with how our area is. Like they would just lose out in business if they tried to force them. They would prefer to leave. Like the people around here would rather like leave than do that.
Well, she would complain and stuff like that. You know how it goes. People complain there a lot. My favorite one was when it was literally Christmas fucking Eve. That was the worst day because we closed 30 minutes after close because that's how long the line was of people. And I'm like,
yeah, damn.
Damn, a whole 30 minutes?
Yeah, after we close, I just wanted to go home and celebrate Christmas Eve with my family.
Damn,
couldn't.
bro.
Somehow you did, like, they stayed longer than what Smith's, like, last year? Smith's closed right on time. Pretty much.
It was Walmart.
Oh, well.
Fuck Walmart.
Anyways, so right after we closed, the phone was ringing, and we don't have to pick it up because we're closed, but we felt nice. We're like, okay, we'll see what's up. So pick up the phone, and they're like, hey, I think my phone is in the Papa Murphy's parking lot because the Dollar Tree I work at, right next to it, is a Papa Murphy's. So she's like, there's a Papa Murphy's. I think I left my phone there. Could you go check? We can't, or else we'll have to lock the doors. We just cannot leave the store by itself. Especially since it'll have to unlock doors, and there's money exposed from the register.
Mm-hmm.
So we just can't do that, and it's also not our business. They could go do that themselves.
Called the Papa Murphy's.
That's what we also suggested. So I gave it to my manager. She's like, we are closed. There's nothing we can do about it. I'm sorry, miss. And she called her a stupid bitch and hung up. Not my manager. But she's told my manager that.
Oh, fucking dumb cow.
That's great. A
She was pretty
few days
off.
ago. No, it was yesterday. So this crazy lady, she was on something. She had to be on something. She came in wobbling around a bit, and she took the hand sanitizer spray bottle that we have in the lobby for customers to spray off carts, and wipe it down to sanitize it. And this lady started spraying it everywhere. She sprayed so much on the carts, then sprayed a fuck ton on her hands, and started like wiping it all over her.
Ew.
And later, as she went in, one of my coworkers, she was going around picking because I work in ClickList, and she was picking for orders. She sees this lady. She puts the harvester, which is our like tool that we scan stuff with, that kind of looks like a phone, up on the trolley that we have. It was just happened to be like up, kind of facing her, and she was like on the case, like deli case, kind of should like really sexually dancing for no fucking reason. It was super weird, disgusting. She goes up to my coworker and told her, I was like, "So, are you done taking pictures of me to sell me, to auction me off?" Like, straight up. My coworker was like, "What? No." Like, she flat out laughed in her face. It was like, "Well, okay, we already know. I already know you're taking pictures of me." And that whole time, Sydney would just continue, like, she would just stare at my coworker, just continue on staring at her, like weirdly dancing, like rubbing herself, just and she would come, and she was wearing one of those like scarves masks, the like Middle Eastern women kind of wear, and she would like cover her face a bit while staring at her. It was hilarious from what I heard. I was like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "Oh, it was horrible."
Man. maybe she wanted to be sold.
I know what she looked like. She looked like she was in her 50s or late 40s.
Okay.
It's even worse.
Okay, yeah, all right, that's fine then. Don't like go to the bone like how she looks. Let's not do stuff like that.
Well, don't worry about it.
Yeah, she was like in her 50s, kind of short.
Yay, hi, fucking midget.
It was weird. Let me tell you, it was one of the funniest things, though. Oh, then there's another time where I had a like divider in the register just fall on me at work. Yeah, and it cut like my thumb because I caught it because it scared me. I barely tapped it. It scared the hell out of me.
All right.
Yeah. Jajuan, do you have any fun work stories?
I know. What about your current fun work stories?
I could tell about when I quit.
Okay, so I can attribute to this story because I was a part of this.
I can tell that story.
Let's have Jajuan go first. He was asked first.
Alright, Jajuan, tell story.
Well, let's say today I was just doing my business, working, serving people food. I was the only server because I was supposed to be a buster or a host today, but then everybody called out. So basically, it was supposed to be like 3 servers today and 1 supervisor, even though you're supposed to have like a host or buster. But go on sidetrack. I was doing business. I ordered a open face prime, just go eat, and after as soon as I walked out the door, I see these 2 particular people sitting right there in the door, just waving at me. I was like, "Okay."
It was.
Who are you?
I wonder.
And it was Paxton and AG sitting there on the table, and I was like happy, and I was kind of sad because I wish I had them.
What?
I kind of wish I had you guys.
Out of context, that sounds bad.
No, I wish I had you guys in my table section.
Wanted to get dirty on the job, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But anyways, and
What?
and then afterwards, I was being chased off by my coworker. Anyways,
was it because he overheard the cum burger thing?
No, I was just saying that. I was just for some reason doing.
You said you wouldn't mention the cum burger, Andrew.
No, I didn't.
It's something else. But anyways,
no, we just won't go into detail with it, Noah. Keep
It's also related to his story.
Word good.
And basically, I was making a joke saying that he overheard it. That's why he was chasing me at work. I was like, no. And it
it
worked
was funny.
anyway.
I just see Jajuan in the back, like not really back, but distance, just going no.
He's like
Being
running.
chased by his coworker. Yeah.
And then he had no idea until I told him afterwards that you're fucking sick. And I was like, you're welcome. I was just an inside joke, Larry. That's all right.
It's not a great inside joke, but it's still an inside joke.
This is going to be the work
Inside joke
stories
to
episode.
us.
What, Noah?
So this is going to be the work stories episode.
And then basically,
Dude,
yeah,
I'm saying now, though this is way better already than the last episode we did that we could not upload. Because, okay, maybe we should explain something right now. We did record in episode 4.
The lost episode, it's a creepypasta. You can find it on Reddit.
I already made that lost creepypasta joke with Noah already. Okay, so basically what happened was, as I put it into the editing software, the audio was all fucked up and I just could not fix it. I hope this doesn't happen with this one either, but who knows? I should have tested this beforehand. But yeah, that's basically what happened. Yeah, which that sucks, unfortunately, but it's fine. It wasn't really that great of an episode. I'm kind of happy we didn't upload it.
So am I.
Well.
Things have happened.
That was a fever dream and a half. That episode was.
It was a good episode.
I think Noah was the only person that thought it was a good episode.
I liked it. I like the.
Anyways, it made my day at work feel a lot more better, to be honest.
Yeah,
When we came in.
After you guys left, I was lonely because the whole thing was dead afterwards.
Had a guy
Well,
just
slow, and it's just
yeah. So wow, he's small. Sorry. Sorry. So
Noah, go ahead. Let's just hear your story of quitting of the job.
Okay, here we go. Okay,
Just
so it was just a normal day.
Let's give some context. So we used to work at a dishwasher. We used to do dishwashing.
Oh no, I was talking
No,
about
not that job. He's talking about his hotel job.
Oh, okay, yeah. Go ahead. I thought I meant that one. I'm like, yeah, I was involved in that.
job.
Okay, the hotel job. Okay, so I was just doing my normal shit, cleaning rooms, the whole shebang, what you do. And my brother came to see me because sometimes he'll do that while I was at work. And I'm just talking to him, bullshitting. When I go down to the laundry room because I needed more towels for the cart so I could put more towels in the rooms. And so, for context, our fucking laundry lady is a fucking hag bitch, and nobody fucking likes her. And just for a whole year, she's just been a fucking twat, and just says the stupidest shit. And I'm grabbing the towels off of the shelf like I normally do. I've done this every time. It was just for some reason for fucking today, she tells me you can put them in a black trash bag before you take them up, and I told her no, I'm not doing that. I'm not fucking putting them in a black trash bag just to take them upstairs. You're out of your fucking mind. And then I'm grabbing them, and she keeps persisting and telling me to fucking do it. And also for more context, she doesn't have any authority over me. She wasn't my boss. She wasn't my fucking manager. She wasn't nothing. She had the same level of shit as me. So I don't know why she's telling me what to do. And I'm like walking out the door with my towels, and she fucking yells at me. She says, "Noah!" And I just yelled as loud as I could, "Fuck off!" And of course, fucking 3 different people heard me, which were, well, my brother standing there, the fucking maintenance guy, and my fucking boss, or my boss's boss. And the fucking maintenance guy, this fucking, yeah, fucking guy, it was meh. And he just fucking yells at me, "Hey!" And I'm like, "What?" And he's like, "You're not gonna be doing that here." And I said, "Well, you can fuck off too." And I'm running upstairs. I fucking take my key that I used to open the doors off of me, and I throw it onto the cart, and I look at my brother. I said, "You're either fucking taking me home or I'm walking home." and then I'm fucking running into the fucking I'm clocking out, like a good quitter. Um, I'm fucking clocking out of the fucking shut the machine, and the general manager has my boss on the phone, and is saying you're fucking just quit, blah, blah, blah. And I was trying to tell fucking my boss, hey, this is also kind of Betty's fault. Betty's a place name,
Oh,
and
you can do those. Good job.
she fucking, oh my god, she's just like that. And I said, well, you're not gonna do that to me. I'm gonna be treated with respect. And she's the kind of people where she wants respect, but she doesn't want to give it.
Oh my god, I hate those type of people.
Mhm.
And I told 3 people to fuck off that day, which was the laundry lady, the maintenance guy, and the fucking general manager before I left.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Fuck.
And
That's
You're cool.
literally that
Fuck
is exactly
you.
what I did.
Fuck you.
And fuck
And
you.
so I can never go back to that place, obviously. I don't even
We'll
think I'm
spend the
allowed
night, see what
inside.
happens. Oh, never
Yeah.
mind.
don't we have a friend who works there right now?
Yeah, Athos.
Bro,
Discord.
you said bro, you said his name, bro.
Bruh.
Bruh.
Bruh. See, Sergal. His Sergal, I'm sorry.
Oh, it's Circle. My apologies. Yeah, he works there, and I got another friend that works there.
Doesn't Adrian also work there?
She did.
She did.
She was. It didn't work out.
I just had to sneeze. Ow.
Cringe.
So, on the way up to Jajuan, so me and Paxton's way up to go to the food where you work at, we were playing this podcast called Fuckface.
It's from Rooster Teeth.
Yeah, it's from Rooster Teeth. I love it. By the way, I'm putting in the plug right here. I don't care. I fucking love Rooster Teeth. I'm a big fan. And Fuckface is great. But Fuckface is hosted by 3 people: Jeff Ramsey, Gavin Free, and someone named Andrew Payton. And it's so off-putting. And Andrew, in that, not me, but in that podcast, is one of the most outgoing, weirdest people that I have ever come across on the internet. He is hilarious, but they were making jokes the whole time, and on the way there, they're like, "Man, he could be like the Boogie Man, Andrew." That's why we are making a joke at the beginning of the podcast. It's like the Boogie Man Andrew earlier.
Oh.
It's hilarious.
He likes
if anyone's making this far, I recommend the Fuckface podcast.
I think that's
not sponsored.
No, we're sponsored by Raid Shadow Legend.
Raid Shadow Legends is our sponsor.
Too early.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's got to happen eventually. Got to do the plug.
Yeah, it happens near the end.
Well, I'm gonna do it now.
Yeah, what am I going to do now?
Then we're not going to do it next podcast.
Oh,
well, I'm gonna do it anyway. You can't stop me. I'm gonna do what
You're
I
not
want.
allowed.
that stops me.
Can't stop me now.
What was that?
Just blows up.
Fucking can't stop me now. Farts himself.
Nose gets base boosted to death.
Yeah, base boosted from what was it, fucking Fire Force?
Let's see if I have weird work stories. I heard one of my coworkers at the dishwashing place had used LSD on the job once and still hasn't been fired.
I mean, a lot of people
Holy
use LSD
shit.
when they work.
It's mainly because one problem was she likes bringing drama up when she was fucking 50 years old.
Drama alert. Killer Keemstar.
Can I talk about the snake story?
Yeah, do the snake story.
Joe.
Okay, so this is from the dishwashing stuff. This is a night where here's how it works. Friday is the only day where 2 people close together, which will usually be me and our friend Athos. Fuck him, Athos.
Was he there for that?
Let me. We'll get to that part. So that time, he was my friend. I had another one, but we won't talk about him. Anyway,
Oh.
not you, Jajuan. You were after.
Oh, never mind. Yay.
Anyways, yeah, it was Andrew. Anyways, so I was it was just me because it was after close, so I had to finish the rest of the dishes, and I see something from the corner of my eye moving, and it was a fucking big snake. And even worse, I could not see the back of his tail. So context, we live in Wyoming. There's a thing called obviously people know what this is, but yeah, a fucking rattlesnake could have been the issue. Don't want it to be a rattlesnake, because if it bites me, it's just me for the next 5 hours probably.
Yeah, it's totally not like you can't call the fucking hospital or an
Yeah,
ambulance.
I can't. Nope.
Yeah, I remember you texted me that day, and I was asking you, what type of snake is it?
Did I?
Yeah, remember? Yeah, so there's a snake at work, J1. I was like, what type of snake is it, J1? You should take a look at the tail packs. And I was like, okay.
It will boa
remember
constrictor from the
that.
Amazon.
I couldn't tell if it was a bull snake or a rattlesnake. And so
Those snakes are not bad.
yeah, that's why I was trying to make sure it wasn't a fucking rattlesnake. So I took a couple pictures. I don't think I have the pictures anymore, sadly, so I can't like just show
I
them on the
do.
podcast or something. I probably still can't.
I could.
Oh, in this mission you have to kill the Jirans. Anyways,
Oh.
yeah. So there's a fucking snake, and so I called my boss. It's the first thing I do, and so I call her, and I'm like, and this is very late. So I didn't even know if she was even gonna pick up. She somehow did, but sounded very tired. She's like, "Hello," and I'm like, "There's a snake in the kitchen." And she's like, "You're joking, right?" And I'm like, "Yes, I'm calling you in the middle of the night where you're
For
about
a
to fall."
joke.
And that's not what I said. No, that's not what I said. But I'm like, "Yes, I'm definitely joking." I told her, "No, I'm not. There's a snake." She's like, "Well, can you see its tail?" And I'm like, "No, he hid somewhere." He's like, "Where did he hide?" And I'm like, "Near the towels. I'm not gonna go and look where he is." And she's like, "All right, that's fair. Just finish up your work," which I was almost done with anyway, so that was fine.
Pretty
Then
fucking
just
anxious though.
And we'll check in the morning. And I had to work the night again with Athos. So I told Athos about it at school. So then we get to work, and I see a bunch of people looking around. And so my boss was also there, who I almost never see there. And so I'm like, "How's it going?" She's like, "Yeah, we never found that snake." I'm like,
Damn, let's
"Oh,
go.
fuck."
That's an spaghettios.
So I have a cook there
Hey,
I really liked.
yeah.
I'm gonna
He's
give
a
him a
cool
nickname.
guy.
I'm gonna give him a nickname. I'm gonna call him Jax from Mortal Kombat, because that's what he kind of looked like.
Yeah.
No, you know what I'm talking about now?
Oh yeah, I
Yes.
know.
Anyways, Jax had a fear of snakes, so that's why he was the only one there who wasn't looking for it. So, you want to split up?
Yeah.
So, Athos comes in because it was a Friday, so he wanted to close with. So he was gonna close with me. So he comes in, and I just tell him they didn't find the snake. He's like, "Are you kidding?" I'm like, "No." So they did not find the snake. So for the entire day until nearly close, we didn't find the snake. And then Jax goes out to go call his wife, and then runs back in, starts pointing, and he said, "I found it! I found it!" And we're like, "No fucking way! The guy who's scared of
Found the
snakes,
fucking holy grail.
the guy who was scared of snakes found the snake." We're like, "There's absolutely no way."
Irony.
Go outside. Sure enough, there's a massive bull snake crawling around.
At least it was a bull snake.
Uh-huh. And we had a whole thing where this is really hilarious to me. We had a shovel, and one of the hostess was trying to cut its head off and fucking broke the shovel on the snake's neck. The
Oh.
snake survived.
Made of titanium.
Yeah, motherfucking steroid snake. What the fuck?
And
You either have a weak ass shovel or a strong ass snake.
I know, we were pretty scared when that happened.
Like, Jesus fucking Christ, Orochimaru.
Jesus.
So, anyways, we eventually forced inside a bucket and put it in a one of the hostess's girlfriends came in and kept the fucking snake. I don't know if she still has it to this day or not, but yeah. Last time I saw her, she was working at Walmart, so that's cool. Doesn't work there anymore. I hated that place. Anyways, yeah, she fucking just kept the snake. That was one of the funniest things to me. That she
Like,
kept
you're
that
my
snake.
friend now. We're having tacos.
Almost bit her
We're
arm
having
when she was trying to get
tacos
it in.
later.
Like, I have a video of it, and in the video, I don't know if you could tell, the snake almost bit her arm.
Oh. He just wants kisses.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why, but that sort of reminded me of these obnoxious, like kids. I think they're. I swear
Obnoxious?
they look like. You know what we know what I mean.
Obnoxious.
Oh, shut up.
Stupid, annoying kids that looked like to be about freshmen or middle school came to Smith's.
You are an ass.
Oh, he said where he works.
Oh my god, it doesn't fucking matter. But they came in, and there's this blue van that has like super right wing political views on it.
It
Like,
also has free
it's
candy
really
on the side of it.
like I disagreed with it, but you know, because it was super extremist stuff that it was like why. But you know, it's still his right to put it on his van. Like he was known wrong. That
I
was
feel like
his
this isn't important
full
to the
right of
story.
freedom. It kind of is. But these little girls, the freshman girls or something,
Women.
were like taking pictures of it and like not even like avoiding his license plate, getting his license plate and everything, just calling it homo, like yelling out homo to it. It was one of the most annoying sights I've ever seen. It's like I don't agree with his view either.
That car is gay.
That's no way to act in public. And do you know those Milo or what are those called? Flavoring things.
Oh, Mio?
Yeah, Mio. Whatever. Yeah. They took
those.
one of the big bottles of that, stomped on it, like out front, like by those pillars. Stomped on it, broke it open. And that stuff doesn't come off concrete unless we get the pressure washer out. And they made a fucking dick in the sidewalk. And it's still there. And it's been almost 2 weeks since then. So now there's just a giant, like, red dick on the sidewalk.
Red rocket.
I
Basically.
had a guy once right next to the movie theater call me and one of our friends Tavian fat because we said his friend looked like Logan Paul. This is like a little bit after Logan Paul did the Suicide Forest thing.
Yeah, I have one
Call this
mini
Chub
work
Chub.
story.
Hey, Jajuan, don't let Goku die.
Alright,
it was when me and Athos were working, and we were up on the third. We just kind of had the consensus that first floor, okay, first floor is fine. We considered that the second floor is a saw trap, and the third floor is a genjutsu. It's like it never existed.
Why?
For the third floor is because shit happened up there that we swear to God happened, but it probably didn't happen. Like doors closing on their own, fucking
So, ghosts, it's haunted.
ghost. But we said genjutsu because we were watching Naruto. And for the second floor, we just had really deadly shit like needles, fucking razor blades.
I wonder, is that the floor where Athos, his head?
Probably no. I think that was first floor because first floor it's got like these wall sconces. And they're really fucking sharp. But it could have been second, so yeah, it's probably a saw trap, and we just came to the consensus that if we're getting on second floor, all you hear is the banana, banana. It's fear.
No, it just plays Home Alone theme song.
Plays Squid Game theme song full
Full
420.
blast.
I like Saw. Saw was the better. It had the better music.
Why do you always compare Squid Game to Saw? They're not even the same.
Because
Yeah, they're not even close. Not really.
death game. I want to play a game.
That results in a death.
I mean, they both had games that resulted in death.
That's like saying
Except one of
SAO.
Yeah, but Solve more like
one of them was
puzzles than
actual
a game.
Okay,
While
well,
Squid Game is like game.
that's like saying that SAO and Saw are the same.
Because he just said, "I want to play a game," which means
And the genre for Squid Game is actually there's a lot of different like
This isn't
theories
necessarily
about it.
guys. Let's just
okay. How come when I started talking about Saw, you guys brought up Squid Game if they're not similar? Got you there. Shut up.
You did.
I didn't bring up Squid Game.
Yeah, you did.
No, you guys brought it up. I fucking was talking about Saw, and you're like, "What did the Squid Game music?" That was you guys, not
What?
me.
Yeah, you did bring up the Squid Game music,
I did not.
Paxton.
Oh, I guess I did, huh?
Yeah,
Anyways,
you
next
brought up the
topic.
Squid Game music.
I got Power Impact. Anyways, fuck. Anyone got any more work things?
I don't think so. I've had my fair share of funny stories.
Then talk about them.
Sometimes they're hard to remember.
That's a you problem.
I have Alzheimer's. Who are
Oh,
you?
I mean, yeah, you have the
I'm
hairline.
your grandson.
Oh, like your hair's any better, fuck boy.
Yeah, it is as long as fucking they get a haircut.
No, keep it growing.
No,
Oh.
nasty.
It keeps
Be
getting in
like
my
me.
face.
Then coming back.
Oh,
Alright, fine.
can't see shit with the long hair.
Gotta hide that big ass forehead.
Oh, you know what? I don't care if we're not officially partnered about it. If you guys are still
Apple?
here and you have some spare money, go donate to Team C.
I
Yeah,
did
donate
that.
to Team C.
I'm gonna show up my screenshot of me donating because I'm cooler than you guys.
Yeah, are you gonna get some fucking internet points on Reddit?
You see
Fuck
the
you.
subscribe button right here? Look at that icon right here.
It does say I only donate $5, but hey, I work
He
94.
wants
Judge me.
Reddit
It's better than
internet
nothing.
points.
It's even the smallest amount counts for. It's like every dollar is a pound out. So, hey, that's nothing but good.
That's good. Yeah, it definitely. If you can,
Like if you have the spare money,
Yes.
if you can't, it's
Got some
okay.
cash lying around, you know.
And
we'll leave a link in the description for it.
I will. I'll try.
But if you don't have the money, you can still promote it and say, "Hey, I don't got the money, but you guys can maybe do it."
Yeah, you guys can maybe do it too. It's whatever. You know, we're not gonna force you to donate. Like that's
Spread
the
the
thing.
word.
Like,
Save
if
the
we-
planet.
I'm really, on board of what Mr.
Yeah,
Beast is
it's
doing.
like the ocean version of Team Trees.
Yeah.
Yes, let's go.
What's the count at? Hold on, let me look up the.
Last I saw, it was like 4 million. That was a long time ago.
Last I saw, they're like over 10 million.
Piles
Yeah,
of trash.
The goal is 30 million.
Yeah, because it's like the fucking North Pacific garbage patch levels of trash.
It's
That's
like
like 3
here's
million pounds of
website.
garbage.
yeah, it's definitely helpful.
So if you can clear out
Right
that
now
shit,
they're
that'd
at.
be nice.
That's not right. Oh, where do I see the?
That's not right.
That's not
$5.
right.
$5.
Jesus.
What the
What?
fuck happened?
Let's go, Pack. Let's do some more things.
Okay, they're at 12,775,113.
Wow.
Yeah,
They can do
they're just about halfway there almost.
Yeah, they
And
need to get to 15 mil and they'll be halfway.
yeah, their goal is to have the 30 mil by January 1st. So they have about 2 months.
Yeah,
can do
I think
it.
they got it. Yeah, they
I
totally
mean, they
do
did it. I mean, Team Trees did it.
Yeah, Team Trees
Yeah.
did it.
And Team
And
C
that
seems to be
had a goal.
growing way faster than Team Trees.
And plus, Team Trees had a higher goal. It was like 50 million, wasn't it?
No,
it
they
was
only
like
had 20 million. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They're doing 10 million more. Is Team Trees still up?
No, that was a charity by Mr. Beast, like Team C's.
I know, but
Might be the same website.
Trees.
When I die, I'm gonna become a tree pod.
Tree pod.
Yeah,
Yeah,
your
that's
body's put in like
yeah.
a giant pod and it grows.
Yeah.
I know about that, yeah. Have you heard of the
Have
casket that's like trying to be made where it sends you to orbit if you die?
That'd be fucking yeah. It's like you're cremated and you're literally turned into a fucking satellite.
I feel like that's what like Jeff Bezos or Elon Musk would do.
It's really not that expensive.
How much is it?
I
50
forget,
bucks.
but for at least for like a middle class people, it's not bad.
How
If
much
you're
is
poorer,
it?
obviously.
Not that much.
Couple, I know
I'll
it's
go
like
with that.
for something like that, it's like a couple grand. Which I mean, you're gonna pay that much for a fucking grave anyway. Like I still have
Yeah.
family members that don't have graves because we can't afford it.
Damn, alright.
Because gravestones are fucking expensive.
Yeah, I know they are.
They're pretty.
It's like,
Pretty
goddamn, it's just a
expensive.
fucking hunk of stone with something carved in it. We can make one ourselves.
Not to mention that's super fucked up too.
Like, if you could just get a piece of stone with some carving tools, you could make your own fucking headstone. And then just go plop it at the cemetery.
Yeah.
Well, you also have to buy out the space in the
Yeah, we have
cemetery.
to. Yeah, the space is there. I mean, the body's there. It's under the ground. The only thing that it has that you can recognize it is a little plaque that says the name of the person. We don't have an actual headstone.
Oh, then
That's
well,
fine though.
yeah.
So if you make your own headstone, you can
It's
pretty much.
still, yeah, it's still. They still have a grave. It's just they don't have a.
Yeah, but it's something like
marker for
it's
it.
easy to miss, especially if it snows. You don't have nothing like you can't see it because it's just a little plaque that you can't see when it snows. So
Yeah,
if you
that's
make your own
why.
headstone,
Yeah, that's what. No, I won't talk too much about it, but yeah, when a certain person in my life died, I can tell her plaque because she didn't. Oh, I think she actually does have a gravestone, but we found it by the plaque, and I just memorized where it is.
yeah, we know where it is, but I just think a headstone would be nice.
Yeah, you know, that
Something a little bit more fancy.
As long as there's something to tell you that this is the person, isn't it? I think it's fine.
Yeah. I mean, technically they can't do anything because it's like you're leaving it like it's flowers almost. So as long as it doesn't get fucking grave net robbed, you know,
Yeah.
fucking grave robbers happens way too. It actually happens here way more often than you think.
Dang it, Michael Myers.
It's like not digging up
Hmm.
graves, but they're just stealing the shit around the graves, like fucking vases and flowers.
Yeah, I sure about
Which
that.
I don't know why people do that. That is
'Cause people
so
are fucking assholes.
disgusting.
I bet some people take it just to put flowers to the grave they're visiting to because they're too lazy to get their own flower.
Well, they still suck. Like even if you can't
Yeah.
afford flowers, you could probably go out somewhere and at least pick wildflowers.
Yeah, that's very ridiculous. Stuff people would steal these days. Like I had some comic books inside a car with AJ, and I kept hiding them because I was worried someone would break into AJ's car just to steal fucking stupid comic books.
I know my great grandmother's grave. She really liked birds, so we had like this really nice like 2-story like 2 level bird feeder for like hummingbirds and shit, and it was stolen.
Fuck.
I honestly hate living here where we live.
I do too. Only we can live better.
Just not how life is.
Shit, fucking bonked my head.
Dumbass.
Yeah, so I'll just go to Canada. It'll be alright.
Yeah, let's all
Yeah,
go.
we'll just go to
live.
Canada.
I'm good. I
Yeah.
don't have family in Canada. I'm good.
Paxton, we'll
Take
just
your
move
whole
your
family
entire family to Canada too.
Yeah, we'll move. Yeah, we'll take them with us.
Yeah,
We'll
take
make our
it.
whole family there.
Oh,
There's
Hey
room in
man,
the backpack.
imagine the ice fishing.
Imagine
Okay.
the window licking moose.
Yeah, that can kill you in one kick.
yeah, fucking
Yeah.
moose are scary, man.
And also salmon sharks too.
Let's go to Japan.
Arigato gozaimasu.
Gomendasai.
I'm gonna say.
Gomennasai.
I wonder. I
What-i-da.
never thought about like stuff Canada like that. I never talked about the moment on the podcast. I ever talked about when a fucking black bear was in our camp trying to find its
No,
babies?
you haven't. There's actually a couple stories I want to hear from you that should be on the podcast.
Yeah, man, explain it.
Like
So
the
I guess we
SWAT
should talk-
team, couple
that
of
one
your
wasn't
camping
me.
stories. Well, it's still a story that you know of.
I guess I can go
Alright.
good time with the SWAT team
Like
one.
chocolate. Alright.
There is this. So my brother and my dad were going to Walmart. I believe I was working at the dishwashing place at the time, so it's actually across from it. And they were just sitting there getting ready to go to shop at Walmart, and there's a massive amount of SWAT team fucking surrounding this guy's car and arresting this guy. Turns out he was a guy who I believe murdered someone in Canada or something like that. He did something horrible in Canada and went to Wyoming to go hide, and they found him and arrested him at a Walmart. My dad took a couple of pictures with it, and it fucking looked intense. I kind of wish I was there, not working at that shit job.
Wait. I also want to tell a story.
Yeah, go ahead, and I'll explain the
Okay,
bear
well,
one.
Okay. This is a story that my mom told me about my grandmother. Who, I mean, she's still around, but this is back when she was younger and my mom was really young and going to school. And so my mom has a lot of siblings, which means I have a lot of aunts and uncles. And I have an aunt, and my mom was telling me back when she was a kid, she was really fucking mouthy and got herself into a lot of shit.
Mhm.
And she went and they lived, I forget where they were living at that time, but she mouthed off to the wrong people, a group of black people.
Okay.
And they were my grandma gets a knock on the fucking door, and there's like fucking 30 black people outside the door. Just fucking ready to do some shit, and they were fucking yelling at her. They were, which fair enough. Probably said some shit you probably shouldn't have. But my fucking grandma, who I didn't know would do this, she's like, "Hold on, I got something for you." Fucking goes inside and comes back outside with a fucking shotgun pointed right on this girl's nose that's at the front door. Like literally nose to barrel.
That's not
Like
good.
Jesus Christ, Grandma. I
Not
like
old people, am I right?
fucking right, dude. She was
Ba-da-ba,
fucking scary.
ba-da-ba.
Like
Well,
what locks
she
his
was literally 100% ready to blow somebody's fucking head off. And it's like, one, yeah, sure, they're on your property. Two, your daughter was mouthing off, so it's kind of her fault.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, 30 fucking people at your door. That's a little fucking scary. But that's my little story, Paxton. You can go back to your bear story.
Okay, so to explain what's going on, I go backpacking with my dad and my aunt. I wonder if my brother was there, but he wasn't. It was my dad and my aunt and her fucking dog Brew, who was not great on that trip. It's just for some context. He has this little like mini dog backpacking backpack, and so because like like hold his own stuff. My aunt put it on him. First thing he did is run into the bushes and fucking ripped it in half by accident, making it
Oh,
completely useless. So, we had to carry him up a bunch of stuff too because he just couldn't climb it because he's just a dog. He wasn't like a
damn,
little
bro.
dog. He was a pretty big dog, but um, yeah, the brew was really not that helpful. I like tuk-tuks. I like dogs. So we make it to our camp and we make hamburgers because camping hamburgers taste good.
Oh yeah,
Cooking it on the fire and stuff.
good shit.
So my aunt goes to use the bathroom, and so so it was extremely windy where we were at, so we were moving our stuff to like a place with big rocks, like this big rock right next to it, which is actually important for later in the story. And so my dad's out to grab more chairs,
Mm.
and I am hearing what sounds like a goat, like a mountain goat, making nonstop noise. And so I'm like, oh, cool, there might be some mountain goat around. Like, it sounds like a young one. And so I finally see my dad, and he has a fucking pistol in his hand. And I'm
Motherfucker's
like,
ready to cap a bitch.
what is going on? So my dad gets closer. He's like, you hear that noise? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, those are baby bear cubs on a tree, and I have no idea where the mother is. And I'm like,
Oh, I know what sound you're talking about. I've heard baby bears before.
Oh fuck! And
Fucking
if you tell,
scary.
and I was like, yeah, so I was like, and I'm like, wow, it's a fucking goat.
That's not a
It's a
bear.
goat.
It's a goat. It's a skinwalker.
Anyways, which is fucking terrifying because they were black bears.
Usually they're nearby.
Black bear mothers are fucking scary. So they're calling for their mother, and we have no idea where the mom is, and we also don't know where my aunt is. So my dad's a little worried because he doesn't know where his sister is. Then we see her, and she's like, "I've been hearing this noise. What is that?" My dad's like, "That's a baby bear cub, and I don't know where the mom is." So my aunt's kind of freaking out a little bit, and so she's holding on her dog the whole time, who's starting to lose it because he also hears a noise and wants to kill it because he's a fucking dog. And so he's fucking. We're still moving our camp to the rock behind because it also is a little more hidden. It's really windy and it's annoying. Look, we have goals and we complete them. Anyways, as we're moving it, we look to the left and see this massive black bear barreling down the hill towards us.
Nice. Let's go.
No, not the right thing to say there. So, we fucking hide behind the rock. I'm crying my fucking face out because I was pretty young and I was pretty scared. And so my dad is standing on top of the big rock that we're right behind. He's like, "Get the fuck out of here!" Shoots the gun. He doesn't shoot it at the bear because he's not trying to kill it. All right, because at the end of the day, the bear's not doing anything wrong. All right, it's just trying to protect its children. My dad understands that, so he doesn't shoot at the bear. He shoots near it to scare it off, and it works. Big mama bear goes away from the cub, or with the cub. And so I get out. I was fucking terrified, but it's finally over. Then we look over, and here's something important. There was 2 baby bear cubs. We have no idea where the fuck the other one was because it didn't
It
go
was
with
like
the
right
mama.
behind you.
Yeah, it was near our camp. It would not go away. We tried scaring it off, but it was too curious of a little guy. He wasn't making noise or anything. He was just hanging around.
Wow.
So it went to sleep and it kept making noises. So it was annoying for my dad to try and sleep, but it was terrifying because I'm like, oh fuck, we're about to die. Big Mama's gonna come back and we're gonna fucking die.
It teleports behind you like Dio.
that like how how you're freaking out. That reminds me. You remember the whole stupid 2012 bullshit about the world is going to end.
That's like every year.
Yeah, but it's especially on 2012. With the Mayan calendar.
Yeah.
And that night, I was back in 2012. Well, I would have been like I was 10. Yeah, I was 10.
Yeah, you'd be 10.
And I was hearing about this, and I was staying the night at a friend's house, and it was approaching midnight. I was starting to freak the fuck out. I don't know why I was starting to have a super anxiety attack. Oh my god, I just I wanted to go to my house, and my friend. This is back when I lived in an apartment complex. I was staying with my friend who lived in the same complex just across the way. And I was just freaking the fuck out. I was like, I don't want to be here. I want to be. The world's going to end. I want to be with my mom. I was freaking the fuck out. It was one of the most scariest feelings I had back then. And now I look back at it, I was like, oh my god, I feel so embarrassed for freaking out like that. I should not have freaked out. But I was 10 years old. And I was freaking the fuck out. I had no reason to.
I'm about to bring up a story before I do. If you want to know afterwards, when we woke up, the baby bear cub was gone. It went to its mother. It's fine now. Hope it's dead. Fuck that little guy. So now I'm going to talk about a story from Noah. Hey Noah, remember when we watched the end of the world eclipse that was coming up? And
that shit was fucking freaky. I don't like that shit.
So
so cool.
It was
beautiful.
Yeah, we had an eclipse. It was fucking awesome.
The rapture, man. The fucking rapture.
Rapture.
All the animals, even the birds chirping at the night. It's really cool.
It really was. Yeah. So we watched the video at summer school on why the eclipse could mean the activation of a supervolcano, killing our whole world.
Oh, I thought it was the rapture.
It wasn't the rapture. It was about a
Rapture?
supervolcano. Because of
About
a
dinosaur?
no, that's not the rapture. You ever seen that American Dad episode? That's a rapture. That's like
The
the best.
7-Year War.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, so Noah freaked out the whole day. I was more excited being like, oh, dude, there's an eclipse coming. Sweet. Noah's like shaking, fucking holding his arms and legs like a little whiny bitch.
It was stressful, man. It was a stressful day.
Noah's theories just gets to him.
Oh
Dude,
yeah,
I'm a
but
conspiracy nut.
it wasn't me when I was freaking out that there was a tornado near where Jajuan was and won't respond to my text for 2 days, and you kept making jokes going like, well, he's just dead. Deal with it. Fuck
I do
you.
remember that. I walked in as a hey Paxton.
He's
Yeah,
alive.
he's alive. There's a tornado near where he was at Colorado, and he wouldn't respond to my text
How
for the
big
next
was it?
couple of days. I don't know. What the fuck am I know? You weren't
Probably like
helping,
a fucking,
asshole.
probably like an F1.
Summer school, I remember that much.
It's probably like a fucking F1 or something.
Yeah, well, he wasn't responding to my text. I was freaking out, and you weren't helping.
What, me?
Yes.
He's probably, yeah, but he was probably dead.
Sure, my lifetime I actually did see a
Better
tornado
just
the
fucking
one
move on
time. I was
now.
going to Denver.
Hell, for all we know, J1's still dead. He's just
Yeah.
a ghost now.
And so everyone got mad at me when I made fun of you being scared over in an eclipse because everyone's a simp for your dumbass.
Yeah.
People like me, alright?
Nah,
like
strong
anymore.
word.
Everyone at summer school liked you.
Yeah.
At summer school.
I hardly ever went to summer school. I only went to summer school like twice.
The last 2 years I didn't go to summer school. Actually, no, I didn't go to summer school at all in high school.
I think I did freshman year.
My last year I did summer school was, oh no, you didn't do it in senior year?
No.
Oh, okay.
That's why I'm gone.
Get a job.
Jeez.
Yeah, I think
Why
I only
you
went
gotta
to
be
summer school.
attacking me?
Every
It's kind of
time.
fun to
No, that's
attack you.
alright.
I feel attacked.
I think I've only went to summer school like my 4th grade year. No, my 3rd grade year and my 7th grade year.
I think I remember that. 'Cause I think I went to summer school for like every fucking middle school grade. I'm retarded.
My dad told me one time I went to summer school because I didn't need to go, but he signed me up anyways.
Sometimes
I
you
do
need
remember
to.
that. I remember I went there and I was like, what are you doing here, Paxton? Oh,
Like
yeah,
the
that's what
Eclipse
happened.
one. That one was fun because we pretty much barely did anything.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we did have
to the
fun.
fucking planetarium.
Playing fucking Xbox 360.
God,
Yeah, but we
low-key,
also went
I
to the
miss being young
planetarium.
now.
That shit was sick.
That was cool. I will give it that. That was probably the best summer school we ever had, but I'm still pretty pissed that my dad forced me.
Yeah, good old days. Then that one time too, we went to Lander the one time. That one little place somewhere.
That was Casper.
No, it wasn't Casper. It was like the other one.
The planetarium?
Yeah, we went to like
Yeah,
no,
we
not
went
the
to
planetarium.
Casper.
Talking about we went to Lander and then went to go like this little mountain area thing.
Are you talking about when we went to the museum?
I don't know. That's the thing I'm asking you, Paxton. Do you remember?
I remember going to the museum in Lander, the fucking dinosaur one. I remember going to a mountain.
I remember going to a planetarium for a like 6th grade or 7th grade trip
Oh,
in Casper.
I have an inappropriate story, but I'll save that for off podcast.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say that that year where we went to the planetarium, that was my first hand job on the bus.
That's what you were doing? I sat the seat next to him! Not next to him,
I had a lady friend.
Naughty bastard.
I had a lady
Naughty
friend sitting
bastard.
next to me. Well, I won't say her name, but I was getting a fucking handy J.
I was confused what the fuck was going on.
Oh my god.
Texan's whole innocence got shattered that day, and he didn't even realize it.
What are you doing, Noah? She's on.
I was sitting next to my lady friend, and she fucking it was getting dirty. And I got my first handy J.
So, for some more context. I was sitting next to our friend who likes to dress up as Harley Quinn on Halloween, and I was watching Suicide Squad 1 with him. And so
I
that's
think
what
he
I'm mainly
knew
doing. I remember you and your lady friend did a lot of weird stuff next to us. I guess I was one of them.
I did. I don't remember what was I doing in that bus. I don't know.
I was
What
alone.
was I doing?
Dude, it was nice. I remember she put her jacket over my face, bondage style. It was getting
There's
kinky. I'm surprised no one fucking, like, nobody, like, the teachers didn't do shit.
Probably didn't know.
Probably didn't care.
look at that. Look, you're trying to like to do some cool stuff under that. Oh, that's not cute anymore.
That was my first story of that happening. That was great.
All right.
Hey,
I'm not...
you didn't see anything you didn't need to see, Paxton. You're lucky.
So, Paxton, what are we at right now?
Oh fuck. We're just barely hit an hour.
Nice.
All right. Should we wrap it up there then?
No, let's do an extra 10 minutes. Fuck it.
All right.
I'm having too much fun right now. Andrew, you got any weird hand job stories to keep with the topic?
No, not really.
Yeah, Andrew doesn't get hand jobs.
So anyways, I have a weird story. So anyways, on a bus trip with
Andrew?
Noah, I had a lookalike of me sit with one of our friends, and I dressed up as his lady friend. And I'm just kidding.
Plot twist.
Damn, you get
Plot
good
twist,
hands,
he
bro.
enjoyed it.
You got some good
Thank
hands,
you.
my man.
It takes a man to know what a man wants.
I had
Yeah.
practice with my dog.
Wait, what?
Wait a minute.
Excuse
It's really
me.
weird. It's really weird because they're also all female. I think they're hyenas. Now I think
Excuse me.
about it.
Yeah, they have a pseudo penis. You're right.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking gross.
Jack off the pussy wiener.
It's disturbing how they give birth.
Yeah, it is. Let's not go about that. Maybe we should end this early now. I swear before
I
this
think it's a
goes to
good idea.
hyenas.
Gonna end up like this. It's just gonna be the second lost episode for 2 lost episodes.
Okay, that's why, Paxton, we're ending it on a high note before it gets any weirder because we'll just continue going down a rabbit hole.
I had to recreate Old Yeller one time because my dog got attacked by a boy with rabies, so I had to deal with the boy.
Oh.
So you shot a kid?
Guys, you say the most depressing stuff so it doesn't end on a high note.
Paxton, you shot a kid.
Yeah, it felt pretty good.
Paxton is legally accountable for murder.
No, what? You helped out.
I didn't do shit.
You told me to
summoned
shoot him in the
Shrek.
face.
I did not. That was Andrew, bro. He said use the buckshot.
This is before Xenoverse 2 came out. We weren't even friends with Andrew yet.
And like shredded his face.
360,
Like,
bro.
that
Crank it
kid was
90s, bro. Come on.
He was turned into a red mist.
I wouldn't do
The
the
boy
back of me shot. No shot.
Like my balls.
Excuse
Alright,
me.
just end the podcast, Paxton, please.
Yeah, we're
just
talking about
fucking end the
busting our
podcast.
balls
I
into
wanna go.
blood mist. Yeah, you should probably end it.
No, we still got 8 minutes.
I don't care. End it. Christ. It doesn't have to be an hour.
Andrew, did you change your profile picture again?
Yes.
What is that?
It's a weird
Okay.
bucket
I wanna
of
see it.
face.
It's caught
Bucket
you.
Alright,
He always
Andrew.
adds that extra D.
Alright, I guess we're gonna end the podcast because you guys are a bunch of pussies.
It's
Do you want
3
to-
a.m.
Oh,
Okay, I'm
blood
tired.
mist,
Let's get up
Paxton.
early in
Is
the
that what you
morning.
want?
Get a job, AJ.
Okay, so apparently Paxton wants to hear us talk about turning our balls into blood mist.
Sure, do it.
Please, no. No.
Do it.
You know, it's like the worst fucking gusher you've ever seen.
Yummy.
Slurp my balls.
We did that on AJ once. It was fucking hilarious. Do you remember that, AJ?
When we slurped his balls? Oh, dude, I remember.
Alright, thanks for watching the podcast. If you made it this far, leave a like, comment, whatever you feel like it. You don't have to.
Donate
Thanks
to
for
PaxBiz.
It was coconut flavor.
Thanks for listening. Remember, check out Team C's if you have a spare buck or
It's
Look,
two.
Andrew's
Or
balls.
you know,
and,
some
It's
spare
like coconut
spare,
flavor, but
give it
no
there.
coconut flavor.
I stick a straw in
Thank
the
you.
pee hole.
Subscribe for more. Well, we'll still make more of it if you subscribe or not. So, might as well hit it there.
You love
Have a good
our
night.
content.
Stop, close it. Stop the podcast now. I do
No.
the outro.
Noah, say the thing I wanted you to say now. Not
Oh,
earlier.
yeah, say it.
We are sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. Go play the game. 30k silver, one free champion.
Let's go. All right, and then make sure to check out the Xenoverse 3 links I put in the Discord.
Yeah.
If you want to join our Discord, then yeah.
We don't have a Discord, so we're not gonna do that.
Yeah, we don't have an official Discord.
All right, that's
We're on Skype right now.
yeah. We're on an Xbox party on the Nintendo 64 right now.
Nobody's being groomed, promise.
We're on Voodoo.
This is actually a Zoom meeting.
We're in class right now. The teacher's yelling at us to get off. All right. Probably from Noah's story the most.
Shut up! I'm looking at Microsoft spell spreadsheets.
Look at that cool math games. Leave me alone.
That's not in it.